Hi, my name is Liesl, and in this video I'm going to take you through the manager experience of the career development module. As a line manager, you will have access to the career development module of all the employees who reports to you. To access the information, simply log onto the ESS with your normal username and password. Once the page has loaded, navigate to the employee whose career development module you would like to access. After you've chosen the correct employee, you can navigate to the management section on the ESS and then click on career development. In this section, you will see all the information that Charlie has already preloaded. You will have access to view and edit any of the pieces of information you think necessary. First of all, you can look at Charlie's goals. You can also edit some of Charlie's goals or set the progress for each of the goals. At the Competency tab, you will see all the competencies assigned to the position Charlie is currently filling. As a line manager, you will see the required proficiency level for each competency, and you can also change the level of proficiency according to what you have observed in Charlie's behavior. If you are unsure about what a competency entails, simply click on the search button to view the details about that specific competency. On the Performance tab, you will see a history of all the completed performance reviews done for Charlie. You'll see the date that it was completed on, the form that was completed, by whom it was completed, and what the rating was for each of the separate forms. Each of these forms can be opened by clicking on the View button. Once you've opened it, you will see the details of that performance review. Once you are done, click on the Return button to go back to the Performance History page. The next tab, look at the Career Development discussion. In this tab, you will have information about Charlie's education, his professional memberships, his career history, both internal and external, strength and development actions, and then aspirations. Aspirations is important as this will show you as the line manager where the employee sees him or herself in the future, and this may slightly differ from where you see the employee. The last tab looks at mobility, and this is an indicator of whether or not the employee is willing to relocate to a different branch, state, province, or country. Fourthly, we look at the IDP. This is the individual development plan of the employee. This information was either captured on the performance appraisal during the performance review process, or it was captured manually by the employee, him or herself. If you open any one of these items, you will see the details of the training the employee thinks he requires to progress in his current role or in a future role. The IDP Review tab will show you how the progress is currently faring, when the completed date is, the status of that IDP item, and a review date. You will now notice that because you are the line manager, you've got a separate section here that wasn't visible when the employee was looking at the career development module. And this is called the management forecast. This section will not be available for the employee, and the employee will never be able to access his or her own management forecast section. In the management forecast section, we look at three items: retention, retention strategy, and succession. Retention focuses on items like whether or not the employee is a key individual, what the risk of this employee leaving the company is, what the impact will be if he or she leaves, and then when the last promotion happened, what the last increase was, and the increase percentage. If you click on the line, it will open the item and you can see more detail about that. Important in this section is the potential and performance rating. At the potential, you as the line manager has the opportunity to give your view of the employee's potential. This is a 3-point scale, and this will later plot the employee on your 9-box grid. Retention strategy look at those actions we as the company can take to change the impact of Charlie leaving us, or the chance or the risk of Charlie leaving us. multiple talent actions can take place for one specific employee, and each company can build their own list of talent actions. The last tab looks at succession, and this will be the future roles that we as a company or you as a line manager see Charlie move into in the future. Again, multiple succession roles can be chosen for one specific employee. All right, once you as the line manager has completed and gone through the career development module for all the employees that report to you, you can then move on to your 9-box grid to see where each of them have been placed. Still in the management section of the ESS, scroll down until you find the 9-box grid. This 9-box grid will show you where each of your employees have been placed based on their potential and performance rating. We find Charlie here in the current star box, and if we right-click on his face and we click on the details section, we see a talent snapshot of Charlie, filled with all the information that we already captured in his career development module. Employees that lies under the unassigned section is employees who has not yet gone through the career development discussion and the information is still blank. If you find that Charlie is not in the correct box, you can simply click on his photo and drag him into a different box. This will make no changes to his career development details, it only moves him in the 9 box. Use the filters to refine the group of employees that you are looking at. Clear the filters if you would like to look at everybody else again. Use the tabs at the top to see whether or not any position already have successors assigned for it. For instance, if I click on HR Manager, I can see that I have 2 successors who are both ready to fill that position now. If you would like to look at the view from the employee perspective, click on Succession by Successor. You can find the correct employee in the list, click on his name, and then you will see those positions that this employee has been earmarked for. And that concludes the career development module on the ESS. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we are looking forward to seeing you again soon in the future. Thank you.